Hello, strangers. Holy crap, it's been a while. I've been busy, been a little busy. I'm in the process of moving, so I'm like packing a whole bunch of stuff up. And I'm also working really hard lately, very late nights, very often. I just haven't gotten around to making a video. I apologize. So shout out to all my new subscribers. I've gotten quite a few since I haven't made a video in about a month. They still keep rolling in. Ones and twos here and there, so that's cool. Right now, I'm running the SKX-013 on the strap code Jubilee. And I don't know if you could tell, but this is a different desk. I'm in a hotel room. I drove to Salem. And if you remember, if you go through my old videos, I did a review of the Casio World Time. And it was like, I kind of gave a tour of my hotel room. That was also in Salem. And I'm not going to give you a tour of this hotel room because it's clean-ish, but it's kind of dinky. Huh? Pretty cool. So fancy. And there's only a little mold in the shower. It's not even that bad, really. I mean, when you think about it, it could be worse. And there's really not much to share. So we are going to be talking about a watch today because I have been buying watches even though I haven't been making videos. And something really cool came in the mail yesterday. I've been taking it on the road trip I'm on right now with me, and I got myself settled in this hotel room. And I was like, I gotta make a video. I just got to. So I took my happy ass to Walmart and bought a little photography kit for like 20 bucks. And I didn't realize it came with all this stuff. I thought it was just a tripod. I just grabbed it and left. Look at this. We got a clip. We got a macro lens, a wide angle lens, and a fisheye lens. Cool. We'll be checking those out, I think. Comes with a remote shutter button. I've never had any luck with these, so I'm just not with an iOS anyway. And I'm not gonna try it at all. Not even gonna give it a shot. And it comes with this. This is like an auxiliary flash. And I thought it was just something you had to plug into the headphone jack to use. And obviously, new iPhones don't have headphone jacks, so I kind of didn't give it much thought. And then I saw the USB port right there, and this USB cable, and it's got an on and off button. Somewhere, right here, yes. And it's bright as hell. It's just a flashlight. That's ridiculous. And it's got settings too. So that's low, all the way to high. It is kind of cheap, but it was cheap. How do you, is it off? That's on. That's off. Did I mess it up? Okay, whatever. I'm done with it. I bought a cool watch. It's another Casio, go figure. And it's a remote control. This is the Casio 1174. It's a TV remote / calculator watch from the 90s, I think. I looked that up. I can't really figure out when these were made exactly, but I believe it was in the mid to late 90s. But I don't know. Don't take my word for it. That was just me guessing. Don't go tell your friends when this was made because you watched this video, because I have no idea. So, what does this watch do? Obviously, it's a remote control for your TV, and it also has a calculator function. Actually, let's just roll through it. This is the time function. So this is just going to tell you the time, and it's almost midnight here. And it really doesn't do much from here. If you want to work the remote control from here, it's not going to do anything at all. To work the remote, you have to hit this button here, and this is the TV mode. So if you see that little, it says TV right there, you press it again, video cassette mode, for your programmable VCR, and you press it again, and it's in learn mode. Now that's a very interesting mode, and we will get into that in a second. Well, we can't exit this mode. If it sits here long enough in that mode, when you don't touch it, it'll go back to normal time. But we got a calculator. These buttons are kind of hard to push, to be honest with you. And clear, yeah. If you use a function and hit the mode button, it'll take you back to the normal time. So if you sit here and just keep rolling through without touching anything, it'll take you to the next function. But if you actually utilize the function you're looking at, the next time you press the mode button, it'll take you to home. Got some alarm, stopwatch, and there we go. This is a normal time setting mode, and where you just look at the time. To adjust the time, you hold down the adjust button, and you press the up button here to change what the number is. See, but the down button doesn't do anything, and it's like that. That's what it was. Oh, that's what the manual said to do anyway. I don't know why you can't use the down button. All right, there we go. So the manual for this watch, it is available on the internet, and it's pretty extensive. But before we get into how it works, I just want to talk about how it looks. This is a very clean example. If you want to look up how much I paid for this, I got a decent deal for the condition it's in, but you're going to be spending probably more than 150 bucks if you want to get a watch that looks as good as this off of eBay. And this is a really, really good example. It does have some dings, some scratches on the plastic crystal in the case. I believe these numbers are a little discolored. I think whatever coating they have on top of there is turning amber. And like I said, they are a little hard to push too. Other than that, the only real problem I have with this watch is that little divot in the plastic right there. I feel like that's gonna give way very soon. But this bracelet, the strap, it's a 22 millimeter strap. That's what size it takes, which is insanely large for a Casio. And this really isn't a big watch. I guess it's kind of a big watch for back then, especially from Casio. But usually you got a wide strap and a very small lug width. And Casio didn't do that this time. It's pretty cool. It's got plastic buckle, but it is signed. And yeah, nice little off gray. Let me compare it to the SKX-013. So there you go. Still a relatively small watch, not very imposing. Let's throw it on the wrist. And there we go. Hell yeah, I really like it. It's still kind of a chunk, but it's relatively thin, a little subdued. Doesn't weigh much, but you can definitely tell it's there. And it just looks retro cool. I've always wanted one of these, and now that I'm 30, I finally have one. What do you guys think? I freaking love it. All right, so let's talk about what it does. So like I said, the manual, it's available online. You just search Casio 1174 manual, and there's a lot of websites that have manuals for old Casios on there. And I don't want the app. Go away. Okay. So it goes through the basic functions. Most of the functions in here are very normal to any other watch, any digital watch really. It's the TV stuff that gets kind of weird. So these are the manufacturer codes. And if you see here, there's a lot of these brands I've never heard of before. There's a Philips, and I have a Philips in my office, and I was able to use this watch to control my Philips. The TV I have in my house, though, it's not any of these brands, and I still wanted to get it to work. So let's say you got a Gold Star TV, and you want to use this watch as a remote. What you do is you put it into TV mode. Ta-da! Then you hit the adjust button. And see, it's on code 2 right now. So code 2 pertains to a Panasonic TV. If we want to use it on a Hitachi, we need to try 3, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Because you never know. So we'll take it to code 3. Hit the adjust button, give it a shot, and if that doesn't work, hit the adjust button again, and roll through the codes. And you can also, it suggests to do this in the manual, you can also, if it's not working for your TV, just try every single code. And that seems like a pain in the ass, and it is. There's only 42 codes on here. And sometimes your code isn't going to do everything you want it to do. So what does the learn function do? This is actually where it gets really cool. So the learn function is designed for you to program the watch to work with any infrared receiving and transmitting device. So let's say you wanted to use it on your TV, but you don't have the manufacturer code, or you just can't find a code that works with yours. What you do is you take the remote and you point it at the infrared transmitter and receiver that's behind this little red piece of plastic. You select a memory address and you hit the function that you want this thing to remember on your remote. I'll show you what I mean. So the TV I have here in the hotel room is an LG, and I got a universal remote for it. But let's say I don't want to, have this in the bed with me when I'm zoning out to South Park. I can just use my watch. So the way I do that is I put that there, and then I have the watch in the learn mode, and I hold down the adjust button until I see this. And every single character you see on here represents a data address inside the watch's memory. Those 4 symbols at the top, those represent this, and this. And those numbers correspond to these. That dot and those two little lines correspond to these two green buttons down here. So what I do is, if I want to teach this watch how to turn on this TV, I select the power button, and you see the divide symbol? That's the memory address that's ready to record. And it's not going to record until it picks up an infrared signal. So let's get this right here, and I'm going to see if you can see this little window right here, little rectangle. It's going to do some stuff. So that's not working at all. Is it? Oh, I let it sit too long. Okay. If you let it sit too long, see it's picking it up? And that should, yeah. So you saw that flick on, little radar symbol. That meant it was either transmitting or receiving an infrared signal. And you see that symbol right there is gone now. That means that that memory address is full. So let's go see if we can't turn this TV on with the watch. Okay, so that button, you can freaking see me. Okay, so that button that I assigned to the watch isn't power for the TV, it's power for the cable box. And let's see if that works. Hell yeah.
Attention passengers.
See, it's that easy. It was so easy. So as you can see, it's working fantastically for a watch that's at least, I would say, at least 25 years old. This thing is still functioning. It's still valid for me because I lose my remotes all the time, but I've never lost a watch. Was that cheesy? That sounded like a cheesy joke. So, since I have the hotel's TV remote programmed in this watch, I'm probably never going to use it again, so I don't want it to be in here anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the setting mode for Learn, and you see all the memory addresses are still there, and only one is occupied, and I know that's this one. So now it's ready for me to record another one or erase it by hitting this. And there we go. Now this is free for me to put as many as I can, as many as I'm able to, which is 16 different codes. Now you have to understand that sometimes the codes are going to be a little bit more than the memory address is able to hold, so it's not going to record everything correctly. So what I do is at home, I have my TV that's hooked up to my old school Nintendo and my PlayStation 4. So I have the power for my TV, I have the volume, I have the input button here, and then I change these two right here, these two green buttons, to scroll between the different inputs. Anyway, I hope you guys liked it. I am absolutely thrilled about this watch. And I'm sorry I haven't been uploading a lot of videos recently. All my loyal fans, I know you've been missing me. That sounded weird, I apologize. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this watch or not. Let me know what you think about the way it looks. I love everything about it. It's functional. Well, I think it's a little water resistant. I'm not gonna take a shower with it, but I just absolutely love the way it looks. And it just blows my mind. It's got a 22mm strap. That's insane. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope you like this watch as much as I do. If you have any questions, comments, anything at all, drop me a comment. I love to hear from you guys. And yeah, where would you like?